Hi guys, I've got a really cool wine for you today. This is the 2022 Sami-Odi Hoffman Dallwitz. So this is a pretty legendary wine. It's actually investment grade. So the goal with investment grade wine is not to drink them or do what I do and buy a second one that pays for the one that you're going to drink. So I'm super excited to try this. This is actually my first Sami-Odi. So let me tell you a little bit about it. This is Barossa like nothing else. It has built up a huge reputation. It's actually become a classified on the Langton's classification, so built up a track record of being a collector favorite and performing well on the secondary market. And it's no wonder, aside from the fact that it's an exceptional wine, and I'm going to taste it and give you some notes on it, it actually has huge demand and really, really small supplies. So old vines, tiny yields. There's about just under 6,500 bottles produced each year, or certainly in this vintage. And there's about 30,000 or over 30,000 people on the waitlist for this wine. But usually every year, there's only about 2,000 people that actually get an allocation. So it's really in demand. It's got a nice drink window. So this one is a little bit young. The drink window, or peak drink window, is between 2027 and 2032. But I like to try some wines a little bit earlier sometimes and see how they evolve over time. And that's also why I like to have a couple. And usually I would use a Coravin, but I've got my private chef here today, aka my husband, and he is cooking an amazing steak to go with this Shiraz. So part of the reason why we're going to pair it with a steak is when you have a red wine, you've got something called tannins, and tannins actually bind to the proteins in your saliva, which is what gives it that grippy feeling in your mouth. But it actually also binds to the proteins in the meat, which does soften those tannins. Something else that softens tannins of a younger wine is actually decanting it. So there's generally two reasons or key reasons why we decant a wine, and that is to give it some air, soften those tannins, particularly when it's young. But when it's old, we're looking to predominantly remove sediment, because as a wine is older, it means that it's already had that oxygen contact through the aging period. So this one has actually been decanting all day, and it's actually double decanted. And what we mean by that is we put it in a decanter and then we put it back into the bottle. So enough talking, let's get to drinking. But quickly before we do, I just want to show you the cork. There's so much detail that goes into this wine, and not just the wine itself, but actually the bottle, just the whole thing. Beautiful design. It's, yeah, such beautiful detail. I think you can really tell the quality of a wine starting from the outside of the bottle, because that's what the first thing people see is. Beautiful color. Ooh, dark purple, definitely young. So we always see more purple in a younger wine. Oh, wow. This has a beautiful nose on it. You're getting all of those dark fruits, blackberry, plum, bit of cherry. Oh, there's spice in there. It's just, wow. Oh, it's got a really nice nose. You could smell this for so long. There's just, oh, so much going on. It's one of those wines that's a real pleasure to smell, where the drinking is the second, like the aftermath almost, because the smell is just beautiful. And I like that there's like a nice sort of inkiness, almost like a little bit of jamminess to it on the nose. It smells plush, but let's taste it. Mm. Mm. high acidity. It's tannic, but really fine tannins. You do have that sort of plush feel, but almost this like finesse. It's got an elegance to it. It's got a nice level of spice. There's like some aniseed in there. You've got everything on the nose, on the palate, those dark fruits. Bit of clove. Oh, it is, wow, stunning. I can see why this has the hype behind it, and I am very glad that I have one to drink and a second one for later. Cheers. Can't spit any more of that.